Can you hear me?
Hey teacher, hi.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Nice. Okay. And Adela, what have you done since I saw you last? What have you been up to?
This afternoon, I went to shopping to
Okay.
supermarket after the last class.
Nice. Okay, so like walks on the beach in the morning in the cold, and then the supermarket.
I'm on the beach on the beach house, but
Yeah.
I went to take food because the fridge was empty.
Okay, that sounds actually a lot like my afternoon. Um, but cool. And Julieta, what about you? What have you done all day?
All day. Oh, okay. And this morning I went to run, and this afternoon I went to an exhibition.
Okay, so you went to run and then you went to the exhibition. Awesome. And how was the exhibition?
Cool. Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, that's great.
it
I'm a
was.
little bit jealous. Hmm?
Yes, it was romantic, dreamy, poetic. Very nice.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I forgot you'd been going, or you were going to go to that. Yeah, really cool. Do you have a favorite piece that you saw?
Yes. It was a paint of a girl with a scarf. Of another, the name of the author was, oh man, Kisling, I think. It's a new one, I didn't know him. Kisling.
I'm trying to look it up. Keystone Girls. I don't know.
Okay, I will try to find him.
Okay. Yeah, if you find it, send it, Keystone. Ah, okay. Oh wow, he's got a lot of girls with scarves.
Yes, with
All
big
right.
eyes.
Okay. Black hair and a red background.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Cool though. Very nice. And Simone, welcome to class. Simone, how's it going? Okay. And Adela, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Are you going back to the city? Are you going to stay at the beach tomorrow?
To ride with my bike.
Okay. Nice. So go on a bike ride. That'll be perfect. Um, yeah, really cool. Um, do you have a mountain bike or is it a road bike?
Mountain bike.
Okay, cool. Yeah, really fun. And Simone, are you there? Okay, maybe not. Simone, I can't hear you. It might be the Google Hangouts. So if you try to leave and come back, that generally works. I'm not sure if it'll work this time. Oh wow. Yeah, that is really pretty, Julieta. It's a really nice
Yes,
painting.
but it's not good enough because it was better
In
to
person?
see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, generally paintings are like that. Surprisingly large hands. The hands in the picture at least, they look really large. Which is surprising. Generally they'd, yeah, I don't know. But cool. All right. And I guess that's good. Let's get started with today's class then. And Adela, can you read the title and the next few lines?
Okay. I increase a little. One moment.
Mm-hmm.
The zoom because today we will Galileo Galilei and Astronomy. Today we will learn astronomy vocabulary, learn about Galileo, learn space idioms, and read space comics.
Good. And yeah, Adela, can you ask Julieta the first question?
Julieta, do you know who Galileo was? Explain a little.
Galileo was a mathematician and a scientist who was very revolutionary.
Nice. Okay. That's a pretty good explanation. Adela, do you have anything to add?
Maybe have a problem with the Catholic religion about your heliocentric theory.
Good. We change a couple of things. Right at the beginning, we would probably want a subject pronoun.
He had a problem.
And Catholic. Can you repeat Catholic?
Catholic.
Close. That O is silent, so it sounds like Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah. Good. And then we'd be looking at this possessive pronoun here.
With the heliocentric theory.
You could use the, his, or the. Either would work.
For me, is the, because it's not only, it's not his because other scientists have same theory or same idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. So generally with these possessives in English, we would like assume possession of something we believe in.
Okay.
So it's like my religion, or it's like, yeah, I don't know. So, you know, the heliocentric theory, I guess because he was a huge proponent of it too. So there's some gray area because we wouldn't say like my theory of evolution because I don't generally have a theory of evolution. It would be the theory. So I think you're right. Sometimes with famous scientists and who really like back something up, you could use it without thinking twice. But yeah, I think for the most part, you're probably right. That is a good point, Adela. And Simone, welcome back. Simone, how's it going? All right, Simone, I still can't hear you. I'm not sure exactly what's up. Yeah, I really don't know, Simone. I'm sorry. Giulietta, can you ask Adela the next question?
Adela, do you have a favorite scientist? Why? If not, do you have a favorite subject on science?
My favorite scientist maybe was Linneo, because is the father of the organization about the plants. Is a botany. I think is a person interesting.
Yeah, maybe the father of modern botany?
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and am I spelling his name correctly?
Linneo. I think finish with O. Linneo. No, without you. Okay.
With an S or just
I
an L?
yes, I write with that, but I don't know. I
Okay.
think it's correct that.
Okay, nice. Well, thank you for the help. What about you, Julieta? Favorite scientist or a favorite subject in science?
I like Newton. I think he's a
Right.
really genius.
Yeah, I forgot you'd said that. Um, what about a subject of science, Julieta? Do you have a favorite subject?
I like another one actually, Nikola Tesla.
Okay. And
He's
why'd you like
kinda,
Tesla?
yeah, I don't know. He's kinda romantic scientist. He died poor and alone. So
Yeah, I hear he was really aloof, um, which is
mhm.
interesting. But yeah, he seems like a really, really interesting character. Okay. Um, okay, and so I think we've already kind of both talked about this one. Can you guys think of any other scientists who are famous for
Yes,
defending
I
their...
found another one that
Yeah.
Uh,
actually is. Oh, go ahead, Deda.
no, no, sorry.
Yes, I have found another one that is the female alter ego of Galileo. Her name was Hypatia d'Alessandria.
Hypatia? Sandra?
Hypatia.
Alessandra.
Hypatia d'Alessandria.
Al- the, uh,
De
this is,
Alessandria.
I think they are a movie about this, no? Because he's a
Really? I don't
scientist.
know.
I think I I, I try to.
Really
I don't
interesting.
know.
Yeah, I've... Huh. Look it up. And so what is she famous for, Julieta? Yeah.
She was a philosopher, and um, she was kind of uh, it, her subject was everything, and she was a free thinker, and she died for that.
Man, that sounds awful. Okay. Yeah, really interesting. And I think there is a film. Um, Agora, it's called.
Agora. Okay,
Agora. Okay.
Ahora, yes,
Agora.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name. Agora, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a film about this scientist.
Super interesting, though. I'm gonna have to look more into her. All right. And can you think of any others?
Other scientist is important to name Einstein, I think, because
Okay.
it's
Okay. And so Einstein was famous for defending his theories. Did he get a lot of resistance to his theories?
sorry,
So was there a lot of resistance to the theories that he was proposing?
energy mc square
Yeah.
is I think is the modern scientist is the best the best in this 20th century. I think
Okay. Yeah. So definitely, it's
maybe
one of the better theories, or I mean, most
yes.
important theories in the 20th century. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he was really famous for defending the theory, if he like got a lot of like negative feedback from it. But yeah, definitely just worth noting in itself. It's a really big theory. Okay, let's go here and let's have Giulietta. Can you read the title and the words?
Vocabulary: astronomy, orbit, eclipse, comet, shooting star, revolve, renaissance, satellites, solar system, galaxy.
Good. Maybe satellites. Just the intonation.
Satellites.
Yeah, good. Satellites. All right, yeah, perfect. And do either of you guys have any questions about any of these words? Okay, yeah, I figured. And so then, can you make a sentence using revolve?
Um, the planets revolve around the sun, or the moon revolve, no, around the earth.
Yeah. Good. Really nice job. And Giulietta, can you make a sentence with, I don't know, satellites?
Satellites. Um, the Earth have one satellite, and it is the moon.
Okay, you're. Uh,
Saturn.
so you're definitely correct. It has one. We need to like define what kind of satellite it is because there are now
Oh,
quite a few
yes,
satellites.
natural.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's tons of satellites now. But yeah, one natural satellite. Good. All right, and I think we're good on this page. Yeah, we can do some reading. And Adela, can you read the first paragraph?
And Galileo Galilei, often known as Galileo, was an Italian physicist, mathematician, engineer, astronomer, and philosopher who played a major role in scientific revolution during the Renaissance. His achievements include improvement to the telescope and consequent astronomical observation and support for Copernicanism. Galileo has been called the father of the modern observational astronomy, the father of modern physics, the father of science, and the father of modern science.
Good.
Physics.
Close. You're missing that z at the end. Physics.
Physics.
Mm-hmm. Physics. And then maybe consequent.
Consequent.
Yeah.
Consequent.
Renaissance
Renaissance.
and scientific.
Scientific.
Good. Nicely done. And any questions here? Okay. Giulietta, can you read the second paragraph?
His contributions to observational astronomy include the telescopic confirmation of the phases of Venus and the discovery of the four largest satellites of Jupiter, named the Galilean moons in his honor, and the observation and analysis of sunspots. Galileo also worked in applied science and technology, inventing and improved military compass and other instruments.
Good. Okay. Maybe applied.
Applied.
Good. Really nice job. Phases of Venus, telescopic confirmation. Some tough words there. Okay. And yeah, do either of you guys have any questions here? All right.
Sorry, I have one.
Yeah.
Inventing an improved and improved. An improved. Oh, okay, an improved. Okay.
Yeah. So inventing unimproved military guns. Yeah. So just because it starts with a vowel.
Yeah.
And so the phases of Venus. Does anybody know what the phases of Venus actually are?
I think it's like the phases of the moon. So
Yeah. Yep,
I
exactly.
don't know how many phases. Yeah.
Yeah. So just like the different lighting, and actually there's a cool picture here. I wonder, it's probably gonna kill me. Yep. Hold on, I'll try to get the picture so you can look at those. So yeah, those would be like the phases of Venus, which is
Mhm.
pretty interesting. Um,
When it's dark, totally dark, how it's called?
uh, it'd be an eclipse. I'm not sure actually.
Oh,
Um, totally dark. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It'd be something to look up though. Do you have any guesses?
I don't know because I know in Italian how we call the moon Luna Nuova, but I
Yeah, the
don't know.
new moon
Yeah, okay.
in English. Um, okay, it's a new phase. Yeah, so it'd be called the new phase. Interesting. Okay, cool. That's great. And yeah, I guess we're good here. Let's go on to this next part, and let's have Adela. Can you read the first half?
In the Catholic war prior to Galileo's conflict with the Church, the majority of educated people subscribed to the Aristotelian geocentric view that the Earth was the center of the universe and that all heavenly bodies revolve around the Earth. Despite the use of Copernican theory to reform the calendar in 1582, Pope Paul V
We will say
ordered
fifth.
fifth fifth ordered Galileo to abandon the Copernican opinions. He was ordered to abandon completely the opinion that the sun stands still at the center of the world and the earth moves, and henceforth not to hold, teach or defend it in any way whatever, either orally or in writing.
Good. Yeah, and so oftentimes when we've got names followed by these Roman numerals, we kind of insert a the. So we'd say Pope Paul V. Um, yeah, so just remember that's a small thing that we do in English is just insert the article, even though it's not there. But yeah, you did a really good
All
job
the
with your
thing.
pronunciation. Yeah,
Okay.
good job with your pronunciation of that. Sounded really great. Okay, and Giulietta, can you read the next paragraph?
For the next decade, Galileo stayed well away from the controversy. He revived his project of writing a book on the subject in 1616. Whether unknowingly or deliberately, Simplicio, the defender of the Aristotelian geocentric view in the dialogue concerning the two chief world systems, was often caught in his own errors and sometimes came across as a fool. Unfortunately for his relationship with the Pope, Galileo put the words of Pope Urban VIII into the mouth of Simplicio. Eventually he was sentenced to formal imprisonment at the pleasure of the Inquisition. On the following day this was commuted to house arrest, which he remained under for the rest of his life.
Good. Yeah, you did a really good job with your pronunciation too. Only a couple small things. Really good job with Aristotelian. Again, that word is a little bit tricky even for me. Um, but so I'd look at decade. Can you repeat decade?
Decade.
Yeah, decade.
Decade.
And then we'd say sentence. Can you repeat sentenced?
Sentenced.
Good. And just like with Adela, Pope Urban, the eighth.
The eighth.
Yeah. So again, we'd always just insert that the, even if it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Just when we've got those Roman numerals after. Okay. And yeah, this is great. Adela, can you kind of paraphrase what's happening in this second paragraph?
I think, what is to have a abstract about the second paragraph? Sorry, I don't.
Yeah. So just paraphrase.
Maybe is Galileo write a performance about a dialogue to discuss about the heliocentric or geocentric theory, create um, and Simplicius, this is same the Pope, represent the Pope to explain the Pope is prone about the geocentric theory, I think, more or less.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. Just wrote. Make sure we use the past tense there, and it's irregular past tense. So he wrote. Um, and yeah, so this character Simplicio was a character in history, I believe. So I think he's an Italian who was famous for defending the Aristotelian geocentric view. So he's like a historical figure, but it also it's kind of seen as with simple. So Simplicio is a name, but it also means kind of simple in Italian. If I'm not incorrect, Giulietta, is it
Yes.
kind of the double name and also it means kind of simple?
Simplicio means simple. So someone who think a simple thing.
Yeah.
A little silly, no?
Yeah.
No, it's simple. It's yeah, simple. Not so complicated.
Yeah.
Not, yeah,
In English,
nothing.
if you call
Okay.
yeah, in English, if you call somebody simple, it's kind of the same as calling them stupid.
Oh.
At least in English, I know not even stupid as much as like maybe mentally
Stupid
impaired.
is strong in Spanish.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's more like just not very intelligent would be simple in English. So yeah, I think he had a lot of problems for that too. And
Maybe
so yeah.
borderline.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of naive.
Okay. Yeah, so in English it's definitely a little bit different. You wouldn't want to call somebody simple because it'd be pretty insulting for sure in English. But okay. And so I think, Giulietta, do you think this is kind of something that happens even today, that people just resist change, even if it's kind of widely used? Like they were already using the Copernican theory to reform the calendar, so there was already kind of a hint that it was something that was maybe better or more well thought out. Do you think it happens today? Do you think it's a human nature thing, or do you think it was more in the past?
No, it's in the human nature.
Okay. Yeah.
I think kind of that the nowadays the fanatic terrorism is related to the change. So, because two different cultures mixed because of new technology, and so it's different to change, and the 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 terrorism began because of that, because the change is something difficult to happen.
Yeah. Maybe change is something that is difficult to deal with.
Yeah, to deal with.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what kind of terrorism you said. So you said thematic terrorism?
Fanatic.
Fanatic. Okay, yeah. Definitely. I was kind of wondering. Um, good. Do you agree, Adela?
I think all religion have uh, your moment, fanatism moment. Um, I think the Catholic religion was a problem for the theories, for the news ideas, for example, racism in Spain, for the Judi Judios, I don't know. In
Jews?
the Catholic kings, no, have problems. Uh, I think they are they was the religion people are very fanatic. I
Yeah.
think more wars about the religion.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely religious people can be very fanatic. Um, yeah, I think that's really good points too. Just generally, religion in throughout history has had a lot of problems. Um, yeah, with change and acceptance, maybe. Okay. And so this is good. Does anybody have anything to add or anything else they'd like to say?
Yes, I want to say that Galileo is from Tuscany, and
Yeah.
so people from Tuscany are like that, are weak, um, irreverent. So he made a joke of the Pope because it's something acceptable in Tuscany.
Okay. Something that was acceptable in Tuscany. Okay. And Adela, are you saying he's from Florence?
He's
It's
from
a
Pisa.
question for
Oh,
Juliet. I think is maybe your uh, grave in the cathedral in the dome, the Florence.
Oh, he
On,
was buried in the Dome of Florence, but he is from Pisa.
but they are sometime, no, in the domo, on the domo, no.
Can you repeat, please?
They are no a stone or something. I remember in the domo, the domo.
The
No,
the um,
about
the, la- the lamp, the pendulum in the Dome of
um,
Pisa.
uh, no in in Florencia is he died in Florencia? No, no.
I don't think
Sorry.
so, but he was buried in Florence.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Ah, and so we had another student, and then we lost her. Okay. And so, do either of you guys have any questions here?
Yes, I henceforth.
Henceforth, from this point and forward. So from now on,
Okay.
from this point forward. Um, yeah, henceforth. Like hence is now, and forth is like going forward. It's a tricky
Okay.
one. It's not used very often anymore. It's very rarely used unless you're reading something that was written a while ago. Any other questions? Okay. And I think we're probably good there. Let's try these idioms. Let's have Adela, can you read the title, the question, and the first one?
Space idioms. What do you think the idiom mean? Space
Sorry.
cadet.
Yeah. And
Idioms.
Juliet. Yeah, my fault. Juliet, what do you think this first one means?
Space cadet means that someone is absent-minded. Perhaps he forgot something, or he kind of living in another planet.
Yeah. Living, we would say probably on another planet.
On another planet.
Living in another planet. Yeah, living on another planet. This absent mind, we need to change that slightly.
Absent-minded.
Yeah, absent-minded. And it's actually stuck together with a little hyphen. Absent-minded. And it actually, yeah, I'm almost certain that it is hyphenated. You can see it unhyphenated sometimes. So if you want to hyphenate or not hyphenate, it looks like people do both. But yeah, good. Really good job, Adela. Or Julieta. Adela, can you make a sentence using Space Cadet?
My students, every day, I have one or two are space cadet.
Okay, can you repeat that? Because I'm not sure if I heard you correctly.
No, yes, I think another the same sentence, but better.
Okay.
My students normally are no. No. My students was as a space cadet. No, as no. I
It's a
don't
little bit
know.
different. No, that's okay.
Yes. I punish a student because they he's a space cadet during the class.
Nice. Yeah, good. I punished. So if we're doing the past tense, how would we change this verb?
He was.
Yeah. He was a space cadet during class. This is good. We might say he was acting like a space cadet during class, just so there's no confusion between he, as a state of being, was a space cadet, or just acting like one then. But I think it's good. You don't need acting like, but you can put it to clarify. That's good. That's a good sentence. Nice job. Good work going through that and completing the sentence. Adela, what's once in a blue moon mean?
I think it's something not normal, a little strange. Or,
Good. And can you read that one more time?
I think is something, no.
Yeah.
It, yes, but it's a little repetitive, no? I think it's something that isn't normal. That is a little strange,
Good. Little.
little
Yeah.
strange.
Julieta, can you make a sentence with this?
In my city, we saw the snow once in a blue moon.
We saw the snow once in a blue moon?
Yeah.
Mm,
No? Okay. It snows once in a blue moon.
no, I think this is really good. And it snows once in a blue moon. This is good too.
Hmm.
How would we change this verb?
We see?
Hmm. Yeah. So because it's something that generally happens, it's not just in the past.
Mhm.
If you wanted to say before the polar caps melted, we saw the snow once in a blue moon, but now we never see it. You could say something like that. So you saw the snow once in a blue moon, but now we don't. But yeah, so that's good. Nice job, Julieta. And what's the next one mean, Julieta?
Aim for the stars. Two. I'm sorry.
So I'm sorry?
Oh. No. I don't know if you can hear
No.
the big noise. Okay. Aim for the stars. It is to aspire to a big goal.
Okay. To aspire to a big goal. Yeah, that's really nicely said. To aspire to a big goal. Adela, can you make a sentence using aim for the stars?
Yes. Sometimes people want to aim for a start, don't achieve anything.
Okay. Sometimes you want to aim for the stars.
But
Yeah, but. And we change this a little bit. Um, yeah, nice. Okay. And does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, great job. Let's go here and Julieta, can you read this quotation?
With regard to matter requiring thought, the less people know and understand about them, the more positively they attempt to argue concerning them.
Yeah, the more positively.
Positive, positive, positively.
Good. Positively, they attempt to argue concerning them. Good. Ju and Adela, what do you think that means?
um, maybe when people have problems, not analyze the problem to solve, but normally to argue or to discuss, but not a reflection about the problems, more or less, I think.
Not.
Not choir.
Yeah, so like not think about the problems.
Problems with need to a solution, to think about a solution is more easy for people to discuss and not to think about the solution. In the majority
Are you thinking
percentage,
are you thinking of the verb like discutir?
yes.
Okay, so it'd be argue. It's easier to
Argue,
argue.
yes, is for no use.
Uh-huh.
Yes, for don't use the same.
Yeah, yeah. And so we don't use it the same. So if you're discussing something, it's like working your way through it using dialogue in
No.
English. And so yeah,
Is to fight
yeah,
about
argue.
to argue, not solve anything.
Yes, I think that's exactly right. So good. Yeah, so it's easier to argue something than to think about something constructive in order to solve the problem, or to like than to reflect
Have
on the
to
problem.
do a reflection to the why to solve the problem.
Yeah. Okay. And Julieta, have you ever done this? Have you ever found yourself doing something like this?
What do you mean?
So, have you ever had maybe an argument with somebody or disagreed with somebody and found yourself arguing before you actually think about their point of view or the other person's point of view?
Argue for nothing. Yes, a lot of times.
Okay, yeah, and maybe not even arguing for nothing, just being wrong in an argument and being like really passionate about your argument before you actually think about it.
Yes, a lot of times.
Okay, can you give me an example? Do you remember something specific?
I don't know. Um, mm, I really don't know.
Yeah,
There are
yeah,
too many, I think.
yeah, that's good. Not too many. Not too many is definitely better than doing it a lot. I'm sure it's something that I've done a lot too, and I can't find a good anecdote. What about you, Adela? Can you think of a time that you've done something like this?
Sometimes I argue. I don't. I finally I'm wrong, but I a little. I don't know in English cabezota. To
I'm not sure about that word, calesota.
yes, I insist to in my
Okay.
reason
Calesota.
cabezota. I don't know in English. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't know what it is either. No worries. Maybe stubborn.
Stubborn. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It, so. Okay. I've never heard of calisota. Okay, but it doesn't really matter. All right, and I guess we're good. Does anybody have any questions or comments that they'd like to add to this?
I'm just curious. Who said that?
Galileo.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I should probably attribute my quotations. But no, this is Galileo. Um, okay. And yeah, any other questions?
Maybe the quotation is about the heliocentric, geocentric, not theory.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe to the problem about because I think they say about the thought. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's definitely right. So, it is a matter that requires thought. You have to think about it because it does look like the sun could be revolving around the Earth. And so, if it's something that you don't have to think about, it's something that's just told to you. Yeah, believing it and arguing it is generally easy. Um, although I'm sure you'd feel kind of foolish when somebody brought proof that you were wrong. But yeah. And so, any other questions or comments here? Okay. Let's look here. And Adela, can you play the tiger? And Julieta, can you play the little boy?
What a clear night. Look at all the stars, million of them.
Yes, we are just tiny specks on a planet particle hurling through the infinity blackness. Let's go. Let's go in and turn on the lights.
Nice. Really good. Infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah. Good job. And yeah, do either of you guys have any questions about anything here? Okay. And Julieta, can you ask Adela the question?
Adela, what is happening in this comic? Do you like looking at the stars?
I don't have clear what is in the comic, but finally I think it's artificial. It's not the start because they turn off all the lights. I think the boy thinks can be a, um, a bulbs, no bulbs, a light. You can artificial. You can turn on, turn off. Maybe because are very very shiny a lot, or is no
Okay.
maybe.
Not quite. I think it's a little bit different. Julieta, at the end, what do you think is happening? What's the boy trying to do?
The little boy is scared by the infinite blackness, so he ran home to turn on the light.
Yeah, what would turning on the lights do?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, so what would turning on the lights do here for him?
Oh, to be safe, to didn't feel maybe the dizziness that the infinite blackness could made.
Yeah, to not feel like the overwhelming feeling that being under the stars and in the blackness makes. Yeah. So generally if you turn on all the lights, you can't see the stars anymore because
Yes.
of light pollution. And so yeah, he's trying to it's like when you get scared in the dark if you or get scared of something, it's closing your eyes in order to not be afraid anymore. So that's what he's doing. So he's hit with this realization that he's really kind of insignificant. Um, and then he's like, I'm going to turn on the lights because I don't want to think that anymore. So it's really funny because he has this really massive realization about like where he is and who he is and how small he really is. And then he's like, I don't want to think that anymore.
I
And so he
can't
goes to
believe
turn on the lights.
Yeah, I can't believe Calvin is scared about the sky. But okay.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't seem like Calvin maybe. Sometimes he has those realizations though.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, but good. Any questions here? We're just about out of time. Okay. If you guys want to come to my next class, I've got another one after this. If not, have a really good night. I know it's pretty late for both of you guys. And thanks for coming in. It was an awesome class.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Bye.